Yo, what's happening people, and welcome back to the channel. As you probably already seen in the thumbnail, today's video is going to be about the newest installment from Output Audio. Arcade 2.0 is finally here, and I'm going to be going through some of the new features and then cooking up a beat using only Arcade to make the melody. If you're new around here, make sure that subscribe button's grey and click the bell next to it so you can be notified every time that I upload. So with all that said, let's get straight into it. So I'm over in Arcade now, and you can already see that the GUI is looking a little different. I feel like Output managed to just make this plugin look more sleek with every update. So over in the line section, you'll see that some of the lines now have this key symbol underneath, and this is the newest addition to Arcade. There's been too many times where I've been sat there using Arcade and wishing that I could control the actual sound that's in the sample, and now with this update you can finally do that. So like I said earlier, any of these lines that have got the key symbol underneath are going to have some key kits that go with them. So now when you come into the line, you can see that we've got sampler kits and we've also got note kits. You can then just go through these and preview them and download them like you can with the sampler kits. Just bear in mind that some of these files are big, so you're probably going to want to store them on an external hard drive. Once you've browsed and downloaded all the sounds that you want, you can just come over to this search tab and then hit this show downloaded only, and it's just going to show you all the libraries that you've downloaded. So I've gone through already and chose some instruments. The first instrument I'm going to show you is this Starbright preset, and it's from the Honey Bank. And as you can see on the surface, everything looks pretty much the same. We've got these 4 sliders that control set effects within the plugin, but now we've got this tweak button, and this is where things are going to get interesting. You can now come in and control each layer of the sound individually, and you can also add extra layers. Then over on the right side, you've got some controls over the envelopes for the volume, the filter and the pitch. If you come over to this next tab, you've got a mixer, which is pretty self-explanatory. The next tab is the modulation tab, where you can just assign custom LFOs and envelopes. Now this last tab is where I think all the source is going to hide, and this is the macros tab. So you've actually got some control over those 4 macros that I showed you earlier on in the main interface. Now the coolest thing about this is you can actually remove these and add your own effects. So if you want to change this first smooth one to a delay and add all delay stuff into here, then you can do that. I haven't really had too much time to go over all these features yet, but I'm going to have the most fun with this macros tab, I think. So that was a quick rundown on the new features in Arcade. Now we're going to use it to make a banger. Just going to press Ctrl and A and then Alt and S to strum these out. Then I'm going to hit Alt and R to just randomize the velocities. The next sound I'm using is from the Raw Takes bank, and it's called Wax and Wane, so I'm just going to use this to go in on top and put a counter melody down. So as you can see there, Arcade has added some crazy sounds to its library and you can now make full melodies from scratch with it. So I'm gonna go through now and start adding some drums to this. So I think that sounded pretty sick. So all I've done is I've split this by channel and I'm gonna go through now and start arranging it. So I've gone through now and I've structured it out, so I've got myself an intro, a verse, a bridge and then a hook. So I'll let you hear how that sounds and then we'll wrap the video up. So that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. If you liked it or if you learned anything new, then make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, make sure that subscribe button's grey and click the bell next to it so you can be notified when I upload. Anyone who's still here at the end of the video, big up you. It honestly means a lot to me. Thanks again for watching and I'll catch you all in the next one.